Hi Titans, my name is Kaylin Gray and I'm your senior class president. Whatever environment you're in right now, I hope you'll take a minute to sit back and celebrate the fruit of your labor as a student and as a person here at Papillion South. Many of you here tonight have many things to be proud of, whether you have a full ride scholarship, full tuition, whether you have 20 scholarships that I'm sure you had to write many essays for, or one scholarship. Regardless of whatever has brought you here tonight, you have a reason to feel accomplished. Although I have to admit that for myself, my achievements compared to those around me felt lackluster at times, and I know some of you watching may feel the same. So, let's talk about some of the things we have achieved together as the class of 2020. Third grade, many of you were silly band connoisseurs, and even at the age of 8, thought of starting a small business because of your success trading them during recess. Freshman year, we all survived the clown infestation of the world and our school parking lot. Sophomore year, many of you helped to donate or volunteer to help our southern neighbors affected by Hurricane Harvey. And senior year, well, I don't think I need to go into specifics there. Some of you may have achieved or overcome more personal endeavors, marriage or divorce, birth or loss, moving to or away from what you call home. Whatever the circumstance, you have still achieved whatever it is that invited you here tonight while fighting those battles. And those little successes, those seemingly small moments of our past, have added up to major consequence. Quote, "Every day you make progress. Every step may be fruitful, yet there will stretch out before you an ever-lengthening, ever-ascending, ever-improving path. You know you will never get to the end of the journey, but this, so far from discouraging, only adds to the joy and the glory of the climb." Winston Churchill. A great leader like Churchill knew that in a time of crisis, seemingly little works add up to major reward. Much like our current world, stricken by crisis, that idea still holds true. So if you feel at all belittled because of your work compared to others, or feel that lack of accomplishment in and of yourself, understand how great something that seems so little can be, and understand that we now all have the opportunity for something great with what we've been given. With opportunity comes power, and like Stan Lee once said, with great power comes great responsibility. Your next step is an incredible privilege, responsibility, and opportunity. You have it within you to create an incredible world out of this inherited catastrophe, to become the role models and leaders, regardless of the size of the impact, to a generation yet to be born. So never take this opportunity for granted, and create a life that produces your own self-success, because you are now responsible for how the rest of all this goes.
My name is Jackie Vo, and I'm the Papillion-La Vista South Class of 2020 Vice President. 4 short years ago, we all entered the school young and unknowing of what the future would hold. As freshmen, we became overwhelmed and lost in this huge new building where big upperclassmen seemed to be everywhere. We attended our first football game as official Black Hole members and supported from the back rows, dreaming of the days where we would reach the front. We went to our first school dance and realized it's nothing like the movies. As the years went on, we experienced new friends and interests, successes and failures. We gained the freedom of driving and watched as our older friends graduated and started the new chapters of their lives. Before we knew it, we were heading into our senior year and couldn't believe how quickly the last 3 years had flown by. Songs like "You're Gonna Miss This" and "Don't Blink" became our anthems, and we dreamt about the year to come. We learned that it truly is the year of lasts, and as each event went by, we began to discover that this is it. As time went on, we watched as fall activities started and ended, and we realized that some had played their last game. We celebrated our success and experienced the long-awaited senior night. Before we knew it, half of the year had flown by, and we finally understood why everyone says senior year goes by in the blink of an eye. Throughout our last days at Papillion-La Vista South, we started to remember all the incredible times we've had and the memory that this building holds. Suddenly, the school doesn't feel so big anymore, and the halls are filled with friends and teachers we now look up to. We attended our last high school sporting events and finally became the leaders of the student section. We no longer worried about getting lost. We knew all the tricks of how to be late without getting in trouble. Of course, this year hasn't gone how any of us planned, but isn't that what makes it so special? These past few weeks, I've thought a lot about this place, the countless hours we've spent on the field or in the weight room, the years we've spent roaming the halls and making this place our home, the times we all joined together at rivalry games and cheered on our classmates. Now we know that college is among us and everything is about to change. We will begin our new journeys and start the cycle over again. As we go on our separate ways, I look forward to seeing what all of us do and am excited for the opportunity to make a new school our home. For some of us, this is going to be a tough goodbye. For others, they've been waiting for this day as long as they can remember. Although it may not be conventional, I'm glad that I got to spend my 4 years here with all of you. We will never truly have to say goodbye to Papillion-La Vista South because once a Titan, always a Titan.